You have one life. Don't waste it being afraid. There was once a boy named Ken. He lived in a small village where people worked hard but dreamed small. Ken was different. He wanted more. He dreamed of seeing the world, starting a business, helping his family and building something great. But Ken had one big problem. He was always afraid. He was afraid of what people would say. He was afraid to fail. He was afraid he wasn't smart or strong enough, so every day he did the same things. He went to school, helped his parents, and at night, he would lie in bed thinking, "What if I tried?" But fear always won. He said, "Maybe next year." Then 1 year became 2. 2 became 5, until one day something happened that changed his life forever. The day everything changed, Ken's grandfather became very sick. He was a strong man, but now he could not walk or speak well. Ken sat beside him and asked, "Grandpa, do you have any regrets in life?" His grandfather looked at him and whispered, "Yes, I was afraid too much." He continued, "I wanted to travel, but I stayed. I wanted to start my own farm, but I was scared of failing. I wanted to sing, but I was afraid people would laugh. And now, it's too late." Ken sat in silence. His heart was heavy. In that moment, he realized something powerful. Fear had stolen his grandfather's dreams. He looked at the old man and promised himself, "I will not let fear steal mine." Fear is not the enemy. Doing nothing is. Fear is natural. Everyone feels it. Even champions feel fear before a big game. Even speakers feel fear before they speak. Even leaders feel fear when making big choices. But the difference is this: they feel fear and do it anyway. Fear is not the enemy. The real enemy is doing nothing because of fear. It's staying still when your heart is screaming, "Move." It's living every day safe, but dying with dreams inside. You have one life, just one. You are not a video game. There is no restart, no next life. This is it. You get one chance to love deeply, one chance to learn, one chance to become who you were born to be. So why let fear stop you? Many people are waiting for the perfect moment. They say, "I'll start when I feel ready. I'll speak when I'm more confident. I'll try next year." But guess what? There is no perfect moment. The moment is now. Afraid to fail? Let me tell you something. Failing is not the end. Failing is not shame. Failing is how you learn. When a baby learns to walk, it falls many times, but it keeps getting up. And one day, it walks. So why do we stop trying when we grow up? Falling is part of rising. If you fail, it means you tried. If you try again, it means you are growing. And if you keep going, you will win. Your dreams are waiting on the other side of fear. Imagine this. Your dream life is behind a door, but in front of the door is a shadow called fear. It looks big. It looks scary. But the moment you step forward, you'll realize something important. The shadow was fake. Fear looks big, but it is small once you take action. Want to speak in front of people? Do it afraid. Want to start a business? Start small, but start. Want to move to another place? Make a plan and go. Everything you want is waiting behind that fear. What if you don't try? Let's flip the question. Instead of asking, "What if I fail?" ask, "What if I never try?" What if you never meet the people you were meant to meet? You never do the work you were born to do? You never feel proud of yourself because you let fear win? That's the real risk. Not trying is the biggest failure of all. You were born to live fully, not carefully. The purpose of life is not just to be safe. It's to feel alive. You were not born just to wake up, eat, work, scroll on your phone, and sleep. You were born to build, to create, to give, to feel joy, to feel pain, to fight, and to rise. Yes, you may fall. Yes, people may laugh. Yes, things may be hard. But if you live with courage, you'll also feel joy, power, and pride. You'll look back one day and say, I did not waste my life. Real freedom is when fear no longer controls. Your freedom is not just money or success. Real freedom is when fear no longer controls your life. When you wake up and say, yes, I'm scared, but I'm doing it anyway. That's power. That's courage. That's growth. Repeat this every morning. Here is a simple message to say, every day, I only have one life. I will not waste it. I will feel fear, but I will not stop. I will try. I will grow. I will live full. Because this life is mine, and I will not waste it being afraid. Say it. Believe it. Live it. Final message. Be brave. Even if your voice shakes, you don't need to be fearless. You just need to be brave for 1 minute at a time. 1 minute to speak up. 1 minute to take the first step. 1 minute to choose action over fear. And then repeat again and again. You have one life. Make it count. Don't waste it being afraid. The world is waiting for you. Now go. Be bold. Be loud. Be brave. And most of all, be alive.